some schlep problem or whatever it is. You know what I mean? If you catch a guy who got banned for like threatened or something like that to get like a lawsuit or whatever. For if he tried to ever attempt to play Roblox again or something like that. Which is also a big problem. Because of the fact that if Roblox can be banning the guy for doing what most for doing something that's good for the community and casually banning the guy and saying that he's doing a bad thing is crazy. Because of the fact that you're saying the guy who's doing a better job than
Hell
you are
yeah!
at
How about
preventing
setting the
a
snake run on
problem
fire with the new NBD?
is, well, it's kinda sketchy. It's the fact that you're telling these people on Roblox, this dude on Road who was playing Roblox, to catch the predators, um, on a, on a, on Roblox, the guy's catching predators, isn't it? And you're banning him for doing that. That's kind of sketchy because of the fact that you're saying, oh yeah, this guy's doing a better job than our moderation team. How about we ban him for doing it? It's like, it's like you're purposely trying to say,
Maybe Speedy wasn't so full of it. This stuff is gnarly, but
it's like you're
doable.
trying to say,
More
like,
impressive he did it on clay wheels, honestly.
it's like you're trying to say, like, that
Whoa,
your,
that's the spillway
your
calls
moderation
for a
team
final
sucks and
crystal
you're just trying to,
NBD. Let's roll.
like, ban the dude who's casually doing better than what they can ever do. Well, not what they can ever do, but, like, what they're currently doing. Because of the fact that he's casually just caught a bunch of predators and stuff like that. And everyone can agree, predators are not good people, bro. They are the one person you don't want to see. Because no one wants to have a pedo casually watching them or whatever. So the fact that Roblox bans the dude who's doing the very job that moderation team should be doing is crazy. Like, sure, I guess he's not part of the Roblox moderation type stuff, but come on. He's doing you a favor. And you
Spillway is
casually
huge,
toss him away
so
like
you
that.
have a lot of options.
Just checking the
Starting at the
time.
top is a good idea.
48 minutes. So a whole, like, 12 left. Okay. Anyway, like, so he's casually doing what Roblox moderation team should be doing, is that now? I'm sure they probably added all this, like, age verification, like, stuff to help, catch, no, to help stop predators from catching kids or whatever. But the problem is, you've casually just handed them on a silver platter to these people. Because you're casually saying, yeah, give us your face, so then we can, like, keep it for no reason. So then you can tell who's a kid and stuff. It's kind of odd,
Almost
because,
got it. Keep going.
like,
You know, for all his sus claims, you have to hand it to Speedy for
like,
even trying some of these
it's
stunts.
like you're saying, oh yeah,
I mean, I wouldn't even
yeah,
think about trying
I
it.
get it.
And on clay wheels?
No one wants to do this because of the fact that Roblox doesn't need that. Plus, Roblox had a bad problem with predators and because of that before. So, giving your face to a sketchy website is, no, no one wants to do that. My screen seems to be flickering a bit, I don't know why I did that. Anyway, so that's a big no-no to people. So no one wants to give their face to it, of course. Then apparently, like, I think I saw, like, on TikTok or something, that people's clothing or whatever, saying that they can't chat on Roblox, were getting taken down for random reasons or whatever. Well, like, I don't know, like, something about the Roblox community guidelines or something like that, I'm not too sure. I may be wrong. But anyway, so Roblox is casually banning these clothing and telling people why they won't talk to other people. They can't see chat is the problem. That's the thing. Like, Roblox, like, people who play Roblox and wanna, like, play it, but don't wanna give their face away, can't see chat. See how that's a big problem. You're unverified, you can't see what people are talking about. You're verified, you can't see what people are talking about if they're not in your age group. Come on, Roblox. Your game is about being online and social and having creativity. Now all it is junk brainwash that's all over the women front page. Let's see. No one wanting to chat because they can't. And let me see what else. Oh yeah, there's really annoying voice chat kids that always just casually on voice chat half the time, which is really annoying because of the fact that first of all, they're not even in my age group, so I can't even see their text, but I can somehow hear their voice. It's kind of odd. Second of all, I don't know. They're kind of annoying since they're kids, I guess. Anyway, but anyway, Roblox is in shambles basically because of all this. They're wondering why all their players are leaving, even though they're pumping out all these bad updates. And don't even get me started on the dynamic head drama, bro. Like, I was pissed. I saw my dynamic heads have been replaced. No, classic faces have been classic faces that were removed and casually thrown away while dynamic heads are beginning to thrive because of the fact. And don't even get me started on that makeup update. Like, come on, bro. No one asked for you to remove dynamic heads. That was like the one thing they didn't want you to do. And makeup? No one needs makeup on Roblox. Like, come on. Like, seriously.
That's it. The making of an NBD.
Like,
Keep going.
Roblox doesn't need makeup. Like, come on, Roblox.
Just like
Your game
speed.
is about blocks and being creative. Can't you see it in your blooming game's name? Roblox. Not Roblox makeup simulator. Like, Roblox is meant to be a blocky game. It's meant to be a creative little fun game that you can create stuff on. Not blimmin', not a blimmin' fashion accident or whatever. Like, come on, bro. I don't need, like, I don't need makeup on this game. And giving people the ability to draw stuff on your characters for, like, people's characters' faces, on their face and that, is not a good idea, bro. Like, have you ever thought of what people might draw on their faces, bro? Like, come on, bro. And don't even get me started on that Roblox AI blimmin' rephrasing thing. Like, sure, it saves you the time of blimmin' hashtagging out swear words and stuff, but it really pisses me off because of the fact that not only does it mean that whenever I say something that I generally mean, it gets replaced with a soulless, like, replacement that makes no sense. It, like, come on. Like, sure, I get it's stopping people from, like, using so many swear words and stuff on Roblox, and it's letting you actually say something without getting the whole sentence slashed out. But, come on. If you're verifying your age to women, like, talk on Roblox, then here's the problem. You're casually giving your face to a sketchy company. Okay, we've been in 55, we've got 5 minutes left. You're kind of just giving your face away to a sketchy company first of all, which I didn't want to do, but then I realized I just wanted to chat with my friends and stuff. And then also, what the hell? And also, the, Roblox is plagued with brain kids advertisements and stuff. Like, come on. Like, if you're verifying your age to chat to someone, then at least put the moderation settings a bit different on different age groups. Like, come on, like just let everyone see chat and like put different moderation type things on different age groups. Like, sure, if you're like a kid or something like that, you can have a moderation of like no swear words if the swear words are hashtagged out or something. Then with like the older kids type thing, like younger teenagers, let them use a minor swear words. Like, not like full on swear words, but like minor ones, like the smaller type ones. Oh, it's Roblox down here. Oh, cool. Just let them use it, like, you get what I mean? And then for like the older ones that are like over like 16 or something, I don't know how it works. Like, let them use like the swear words. And then for any other younger groups that have the chat with them, if they use the swear words, then the younger chat people can, I said, the younger players can't see it because of the fact that it'll be hashtagged out. But with the older ones, they can see it. You get what I mean? Because it feels like Roblox is way too, like, soft on kids nowadays. And I don't mean it as, like, oh, moderation isn't, like, good or anything. Well, because it isn't really, but, like, Roblox can actually, like, it'll blank out anything you say, basically. You could say some random statement, and its AI will go, people about that's bad. Or you can say that you like pizza or something, and it'll go, no, bad. But also the fact that half the population of kids nowadays don't really give a fuck about what they say. Like, what I mean by that? Oh yeah, like half the iPad kids that I've ever heard of on the internet, they literally will swear at someone or something like that if they are agitated. 57, okay, we've got 3 minutes left. Like, if they're agitated, they will literally just like swear and like throw hands and stuff. Like, come on. Like, simple. Just, like, I get Roblox is meant to be a kids game, it's trying to keep everyone safe and stuff like that. But come on, just add, like, an update or something like that, which will split, like, which will, like, let, like, 3 different types of sections of people, like, chat, but you can still see all the chat and that. But they have, like, different moderation type settings for each little group. That would make it way better. And also, like, take down all those brain rot games that are copies of Steal Up Brain Rot or whatever. I don't care how much money people lose or how many players will get angry. Just let people be creative and stop letting people steal from other blooming games and casually calling it their own. Simple as Roblox is in shambles and they are generally not doing anything about it. Except for pumping out stupid updates that no one needs. And bring back dynamic faces. Because of the fact that literally no one cares about the makeup update. They want dynamic heads back. No, not dynamic, classic faces, there we go, not dynamic faces. My bad. They want the classic faces back in that. And I think that's about it. I'm not sure how many minutes we got left on this video, but I think that'll be about it. See you guys later. Delete that. Delete that. And delete that. Right. Yes. Right. So I just finished a video about Roblox being like very thin ice or whatever. Oh, well, I meant in like a way of like its players are completely being ignored, and it only cares about lame ass updates. Okay. Ow. I think I'm going to talk about my opinion on the new skate game. Well, it's not really new right now. It's been out like for a year almost. But basically, my opinion on the skate game, yes, I am playing it. So you can tell, like, I actually like the game-ish. Um, my opinion on it is that, like, it feels a bit like too much of a pay-to-win type system. Because you gotta pay for, like, these women seagull coins or whatever they are, just to buy, like, clothing or whatever that you want. The premium pass, like, sure, it gives you that. It's like the Fortnite crew. People don't really need it. They'll probably just like to get like the pass or whatever, and get like the free stuff that comes with it. Anyway, like the game, it's got the same concept as like many of the other skate games. Well, I've only played Skate 3, so I don't really know. But considering the fact that I played Skate 3 and how much I like the game, I was actually kind of hyped for the new Skate game. And I thought it was really cool and stuff. Um, but over time, I've gradually kind of realized that yes, the game is cool and it has the nice concept and that, but it feels too like it feels too like plasticky, I guess. Like everything looks realistic in that, sure. Like it doesn't look realistic. It looks like what you would see out of a game that's like Session kind of. Like everything looks detailed and nice, but it's kind of plasticky in my opinion. What do I mean by that? Well, like nearly everything kind of is built to like what I mean is like it looks a bit less realistic than anything else really. Like the island of like San Van or whatever it's called is kind of confusing because what do you mean it's an island known for its seagulls and stuff? Yeah, like I've seen rain on the map, like not like rain from the sky, but like just like puddles of water and stuff where rain has been on this like on in skate. But like I've never seen any rain or anything. And the sky's always like clear as hell. And all these pathways and stuff, they're all like really smooth and stuff. Like there's no like detail to any of the roads or anything. So yeah, there's like no detail to any of the roads in that. Like sure, it's a basic game that has the simple concept that I still like it, of course. But the problem is, I have with it, is that it feels too much like a like it has too much like a Fortnite type like style to it. I'm not saying that as like an insult to the game or anything. I'm just saying that, in my opinion, like the way your character looks and the way the like islands and that you dwell on, they kind of look a bit Fortnite-y. Like the character looks like it would be in a Fortnite game or whatever. Like in Fortnite basically. The maps, like the maps are well detailed and stuff. But if you look at like Fortnite nowadays, especially Chapter 7, you'll see that it looks so similar to like Fortnite. I mean like, oh yeah, in the way of like the map looks exactly identical. I mean like just the way the art style type stuff looks. Oh, there's a thing in here. Oh, cool. Um, but like I don't know how to explain it. Like it looks like Fortnite basically. It looks like a Fortnite type art style. Sure, I get the character customization is way different than what the old games were, but that's what I liked about Skate 3. The fact that everything looked realistic. And I don't mean like it looked realistic as like them in Red Dead Redemption 2 type realistic where everything looks like it's actually real. I meant it looked more realish. Like, you know how your character would look like an actual person. Was the fact that they would have like textures and everything would be textured in that. Well, this game looks like the game does have more customization in its characters and stuff. I get that, but the one problem I have with it is the fact that, like, sure, the character customization is that, it's cool and that, and that there's different types of things you can select for your character to give them texture and whatever. But the problem I have is not just like it's less realistic than the older games, but also like the gameplay is also cool and stuff, of course. But the maps, they don't feel like a skate game. If you look at Skate 3, you can see like the map, and that is designed to be based around skateboarding, or kind of like that. Like you've got the city in that where it's clearly like shown that you can skate nearly anywhere by the fact that everything is built like a ramp or whatever. Like everything's built like this quarry bit, whatever it is, the spillway. There we go. Like it looks perfectly fine. Like this is what a casual skate game would look like, especially with that big quarry thing next to the observatory in Skate 3. So yeah, like sure, I get that's what they look like. I get that, like, that's what it looks like, and this is what I think of the Isle of Gram. Like, it looks better than the actual original map. For some reason, the map that they chose to start on, that people start on, they decided to make it look better than the original map. Like, I get the city in Skate 3 didn't really have much of a, like, skateboarder, like, look to it and stuff, but that's because, like, I don't think the map was actually meant to be designed to be a whole entire city of skateboarders, because there's like cars and stuff that you can like grip onto and travel on. But you can't do that in this game. You can't even like hit people with your skateboard on. Some NPCs. Actually, there might be NPCs. I might be wrong. I'm not sure though. Anyway, but like the fun bit I had about Skate 3 was the fact that you could hit NPCs with your skateboard, and then they would either get so pissed that they'd tase you, or they would just run off. I think they'd even call the police on you or something like that. But that's what made it fun, because the fact that like you could just wander around and aimlessly hit people with your skateboard. Like, like sure, it's a skating game. You're meant to skate on a skateboard, but people will get bored of skating at some point and go, "What else can I do in this game?" They need to fling themselves across the map. Like, here's the problem I have with the skate, because of the fact that Skate 3 was like had tons of bugs and glitches into it. But that's what made it fun. Like you would have that one bug where you would literally like do a certain thing, or like, you jump and then do like a certain button press or whatever, and you would just you would fling yourself with your skateboard, and you would fly across the room. But then as soon as like anything that's found in this game as a bug, like actually people like I remember this one where you'd be like, you would like hit a bunch of buttons or something, and like you'd dive onto your skateboard or something and fling yourself straight up to the air. But like any bug that is found by anyone and posted online seems to just get like absolutely like patched instantly. And then it doesn't really make the game feel like a skate game. It makes it feel more like a session, which isn't really a skateboarding game I really like too much, because of the fact that it feels too like down to earth and realistic. Whereas the older skate games, or should I say Skate 3, because I never played any of the other skate games, they, or should I say Skate 3? Yeah, I'll just say Skate 3. Skate 3 had bugs and everything. That's where you'd see those cool TikToks of where people would literally fling themselves across a map, hit like some sort of random, like, ramp that they placed down, and then just fly all the way to another part of the map, and then hit this random like ramp that was already built into the map. And that's what I mean. That's what I mean by like that's good. I like those glitches because like people find them out and then they go, yeah, I can actually do this. And then once they actually do it, they have fun. Where this game, it feels like it's too down to earth because of the fact that, like, sure, there's some buggy glitches like in my last video I just like recorded of them in Roblox, where you saw that I could just accidentally ping myself by just running into something. But that's what made the game feel like its own game. Because it was nowhere near like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater or anything like that. Because of the fact that it was glitchy and it bounced around other things. It was crazy. Like, simple as, like, Skate, if the game was to update to look better, I would like it to look a bit more like Skate 3 and have more implemented bugs into it, basically. So it's like more of a buggy game where it's like, I don't mean like bugs which will literally break the game. I mean bugs that will like literally that have been found and are easy to obtain really, where they would send your skater flying, and then like you could just hit any random like trick or anything, and hit like a building or something and hit the coolest clip ever. Like those old Fortnite videos where you see people like 360 no-scope someone with a blooming bolt-action sniper rifle or something across the map. The reason why people watch those is because of the fact that it's interesting, because of the fact that they've done something impressive out of just a game and its basic concepts. Or should I say its basic, like, way of working. You've shot something, like you've shot a bullet from the blooming gun in Fortnite, and since it's the sniper, it always has horrible aim until you aim perfect, until you sort of zoom in. So it's hard to get a 360 no-scope, but then when they do, they are shotgun that and you're like, oh, it's just a 360 no-scope, they must be like an absolute pro of the game. I would hate to be in that game with them because of the fact that they would just instantly no-scope me. But the fact that they're in shock is because of the fact that they've literally hit a clip that is insane because of the fact that they've been across the whole entire map from a random dude and just shot in the middle of nowhere, and so happened to coincidentally hit a guy that was just there. Better yet, like absolutely knock him down. Well, I guess the snipers are built like that. Like they're built to, like the old snipers were built to like do some damage, but with the blimmin' big, I think it's like the bolt action or something. The big one that do one shot and like blimmin' purple rarity or whatever. That one's definitely built to just one shot anything and anyone. Like, anyway, back to Skate. Like, that's what made it fun, because the fact that you could just hit stuff like that in Skate where you'd do a random glitch and watch it, like, work, because of the fact that you just randomly
Wait
find a glitch.
What the? Old
And
Speedy has
fully-
one last record on his list that he never landed. No one has. But never say
and
never,
like
right?
flew across the whole entire map just to land on this one ramp and watch this dude like hit a bunch of tricks halfway through. Like you would see this dude jump off like this massive canyon area or whatever, like the massive canyon. You watch him jump off there and then land on like this ramp or something and casually carry on like nothing happened. Like that's what made the game fun, because the fact that you could just like see someone on a video fly off something, actually like land the trick and then just carry on going. Sure, you can do that in this game, but it doesn't really feel the same because of the fact that sure, the game has cool graphics and stuff like all these lights and that, but like everything feels a bit off because of the fact that the characters don't look as realistic as they used to. Because of the fact that
I see.
what do you call it? It's because of the fact that like now because of the fact like let me see now it's because of the fact that like, people could just like fly. Basically, they could just fly to what extent as they can. So then they can just miss that. Anyway, like they could just fly anywhere they wanted almost because of this glitch. And then they would hit this most insane clip and be so shocked about it. Because the fact that they've hit a clip that they've probably been working on, trying to perfect for the last few hours or days. Because it's so hard to hit. That's what made the game fun. Like, sure, you can do that in this game, but like, you can't do it with the glitch, because the fact that the glitches will get patched. Like, oh my god, that's high.
You did it! Fire.
Like, seriously, like, the glitches made the game fun. But I swear this game patches nearly every glitch you can find.
Use clay wheels. Core Lord rules. Whatevs. Keep hitting those snake runs
Like-
to do Speedy proud. I still can't believe he did it on such a janky setup. Legend.
Seriously, like, these people would casually just like fly across the map because of the fact that the glitches would work. I get I've said that like 50 times, just don't blame me. Actually, just blame me, I guess, because of the fact that my mind just keeps on repeating it like absolute moron. Now, what was I saying? Anyway, like the glitches, they made the game fun because, like, in any game, if you find a glitch, like with your mates or something like that, then you can use it. Or, no, like a glitch in a game is just where the game doesn't work in some sort of way for some reason. So it's confusing when the first time you see a glitch like that no one else has ever witnessed, because of the fact that you found something that shouldn't exist in a game. Sure, glitches get patched in games because of the fact that, well, some of them might be nuisances, and others might not. But they get patched in games because of the fact that they're a glitch, and they're not meant to be there. Sure, I get that, but the fact that Skate is a game that was actually built around its glitches, basically, from the community used its glitches, like, that it didn't patch to, like, work. And I get that game was, like, almost, like, 10 years old or something. I don't know when the game came out. Like, Skate 3. I get that game's probably, like, almost a century old, so it's gonna have glitches like that. But, like, that's what made the community fun, because of the fact that they would use the glitches in the game. And then casually, like, use it in a fun way. Like, they wouldn't use a glitch to break the game or anything. Because you can't do that in a game that's not a PvP-based game. Like, a PvP-based game, if you find a glitch that's, like, game-breaking, that will literally break the game in some sort of way, then of course you're gonna get it patched. But if it's not a game that will have it patched up or whatever, no, like, that is a PvP game or something, then that's fine, because it's not a PvP game, and if it's a glitch that's not even, like, gonna break the game, it's just a thing that you found that will teleport you into the map or something that will kill you instantly. That's like a funny little joke, then sure, keep it. But if it gets worse, then patch it. Because, like, glitches that glitch you underneath the map are, like, the funniest thing ever, because you'll be chilling one moment, in, like, chapter 2 or something on Fortnite, and then you get a car or something, and then you shockwave or something, or you shockwave the car, and it flies under the map, and you're like, oh, how does that work? And you're laughing your head off about it, because your mate has just shockwaved you into the living under the map. Like, you could just get any random combo of items and use them in a certain way, and it will literally just casually destroy you and not the game. But then you're like, ow, I didn't even realize that was that. But then people might be like, well, that's not gonna be fun, is it? That's just gonna be annoying when you accidentally find a glitch in a game that kills you instantly. Sure, that would be annoying to some people, but if you're posting about it online and about how you found it and it's really funny and that, and like telling people that they should try it because it's funny as hell, then sure, keep it in the game, since it's going to be fun and it's going to get a bigger community growing and that. Because of the fact that, like, the game has this glitch that everyone wants. It's like, Skate 3 was always based around its glitches. Well, it wasn't based around the glitches were based around it. But the glitches are what made it funnier. Because of the fact that you would literally just send yourself flying up into the air, and then just splat or something like that from like some random angle, and then you'd ping yourself somewhere else. Sure, that happens in this game, like you saw in the last video or whatever. But not as often. And I get it's because they want to make a better game where it's like less buggy and stuff. But come on, like just let some glitches be and some don't. Let that one glitch where you could ping yourself up into the air by jumping on your board and diving or whatever it was. Like, let that be, because the fact that it made the game more fun, because you can actually do stuff with that. Like, sure, if it pings you too high in the air for you to actually do anything, then delete it. But if there's like a glitch that has you ping up into the air to a certain point, where you can actually like still work and like dive into like a ramp or something, then keep it, because it's a glitch that was like literally implemented a part of the game where you can just dive onto a ramp. Plus, also, if you're gonna make a skate game, then actually make more skate-themed stuff. Like, I don't mean, like, theme things around the game itself. I mean, like, have more, like, you see this big ramp here, have more stuff like this. Because in Skate 3, there was a big mega ramp that showed that this game was about skating. Where in San Van, or whatever it's called, is a whole entire city of people who are on skateboards. So tell me this, why the hell in the whole entire city of skateboarders is there no public ramps or no like big areas dedicated around skateboarding? Tell me that, because you're like, oh yeah, there's some skate parks. Yeah, I get there's some skate parks like this, but I get there's one big skate park, but that's not going to be enough. Like, people are going to find like this area boring after a while. And I get there's some areas where it's like there's a literal like ramp or two in a, like on top of a roof or something. But come on, like that's gonna get boring for a while as well. Plus, it's hard to find places like because of the fact that they're so hidden on a roof. Like new players aren't gonna presume there's gonna be a ramp on a roof, is there? Like they're gonna presume, oh yeah, why is my character falling asleep like that? You see him, he looked like he fell asleep. He was like, shit. Anyway, like seriously, like add the ramps anywhere else. Like sure, I get you're trying to implement the ramp type stuff into the actual structure of the town and stuff. Like rails and that. I get people riding on rails and skate on rails and stuff as well. And benches and that. But come on, if it's a skateboarding dedicated town, there's not if you had a town in real life that was dedicated around skateboarding, you would at least notice at least like 5 skate parks or something that were massive around the whole entire city, because of the fact that it's a skateboarder dedicated town. Like look over here, this here is a spillway, not a quarry, but it still looks really nice. This is what I mean. You got to implement stuff like this into the game, where it's like a big area where it's clearly something that's meant to that's a spillway, but it clearly is implemented to be good for skateboarding. Because I know people would use this in real life. They would use places like this in real life for skateboarding. So why don't you implement like DIY like things in here, like DIY ramps and that as well, and like rails and stuff. I get people can build their own rails and ramps and stuff, but it doesn't hit the same as like it actually being there. I get you've got the weekly like stuff or whatever it is, like you know the community parks or whatever they are that change every now and then. Sure, those are good, but like I swear they're not as good. Because the fact that people don't implement, it's the fact that, like, sure, you got those areas that use community parks and stuff where the community makes the maps and stuff. But I don't even know how you're meant to make a map like that. Like, I don't even know how people make the maps. I don't even know, like, where you go to make those maps. And, like, half the time, they're just a basic skate park. They're not, like, anything intense or anything. They don't use, like, any props or anything. They just use ramp, 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 little curve, ramp, ramp, ramp. And you're like, it doesn't hit the same. So if you had a big skate park area, like, on the Isle of Rom in the main area, so then people didn't have to pay for a subscription or blimmin' pay their blimmin' little skater points here for a whole entire day visit to an island, then I get it's only 500, but those things will run out quick. Like, think about it, I've got 4,000 here, and that's literally just 8 lots of blimmin' 500. You see? 8 lots of 500 ain't gonna do much. That's gonna last me like 8 days. Oh my god, wait, guys. Am I seeing that correctly? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about with skate games. They have cool glitches and stuff like that where you just see a guy zoom past you. And I get they probably, like, have less to do and more limitations because of the fact that this game's an online game where there's like a whole 5 billion people that you would just see in one area. I get that, but come on. You don't have to cut so many corners and things like this. Like, that's how you lose players. And I get, like, and plus, like, sure, I get there's, like, different brands in this game that have clearly collaborated with Skate. Probably, I don't know. But, like, I swear your game feels more like a cash grab type game if you have all these collaborations. No, not a cash grab. I mean, like it feels too much like a commercial type game. It's like a big advert almost for a simple game. Like, look at that. Why don't we get places like that in the actual game? I get this is an event thing, so it's always nighttime in the Isle of Rum. But why can't you make it like a day or night system for this game? Where you literally have night times like this in the game. Like, sorry? Skate game and everything. It's just a thing that I'm like. But you know what I mean. I'm talking about making, like, more improvements to this game to make it be like a better game-ish. So then, like, the players can have more glitches and funny bugs and stuff that, like, like Skate 3 had. Because that's what made the community grow as a thing. Like, on TikTok and that. Like, they would see the funny Skate 3 video of Skate Jesus, like, just skating around and then flying off a massive building or whatever and saying, explain this atheists. Which was, like, really funny because, like, it became a whole thing itself. Because of the fact that it was funny, because of the fact that you'd see him fly off and he was using a skateboard. Like, that's what made the game funny, because it wasn't a more down-to-earth type thing. It was more of a funny, like, project type thing. Like, and it didn't have many collaborations or anything. It didn't have anything that you had to pay for just to get an item. All it had was the funny game, a price, and things you unlock over doing challenges. I get that you do that here as well. You unlock things by doing challenges and this and the other. But it's kind of not the same. Because it's not got like a story or anything really. Because the original had a story of like, you know, it had this story of how things work and this and the other. I don't know, I don't remember the story, but like Skate 3 had the story type stuff. Where this is just like, welcome to the city. Right, we're gonna get you learning basics so you already know if you're already a skate player. So yeah, it makes no sense to like it makes sense to have it for like the newer players, but like like they should add certain things for players who have already played Skate on like Skate any other Skate 3 games, like Skate 3 or something. Like I think they should add like certain things, like if you say you have played Skate 3 or it says on your like EA or something type, if it says on your account or whatever that you've already played Skate 3 before or Skate 2 or Skate, then you should get like exclusive items that are dedicated about those games because of the fact that you played those games before. And even if you download them after once you've got this game, you would be able to get them anyway because of the fact that it's about who played the game and not about a certain limited time type thing with a thing with like it's not like a limited time event type thing where it's like, oh yeah, have you played this game? If you haven't and played it in this certain amount of time, then you're not going to get the exclusive item that you can get for playing. Oh my god, that was sick for playing those games. Like, you see what I meant by like how people can hit a random clip and then be like so excited about it? That's what I mean because of the fact that I literally hit that like that is insane because I've done this thing many times. I've done this ramp many times and I've just realized I can do that. Like, I've just realized I can fly off this ramp and hit this little ramp down here. Anyway, but that's what I'm talking about. If someone had a glitch that made you ping, like, from all the way up into the sky and come down on this ramp, you would see a lot more funnier videos, because you've seen them go flying, like, straight up into the sky from that ramp, and just fly. And I mean fly when I say fly. Like, they would be up in the air with the birds. And then they'll probably, like, hit some cool random cliff or something where they land on a blimmin' ramp that's all the way across the island from them. But then that's what makes it cool, because of the fact that you've got something that makes you proud of yourself, because of the fact that you've hit a clip that has possibly never been hit before. But plus, like, even if the clip has been hit before, it's not like it's been hit in that certain way. Like, sure, there's been clips that have been hit many times before, but then there's always a certain way that someone's done it because of the fact that the player is different, completely different to what the other people had been playing before, because everyone is different. In their own way, everyone has a different mindset. And if you think you have the same mindset as someone else, then that's kind of false. Because if you have your own mindset, and if you think you have the same mindset as someone else, then you're lying to yourself. Because there's no way you can have the same mindset as someone else unless you are the same person. Which can never be possible. Like, unless you are literally genetically the same person, you can never have the same mindset. Sure, you may think of the same thing at some points, or like eat or like the same things, but that doesn't mean you are the same person. That doesn't mean you have the same mindset. That doesn't mean you are the same person. That means you are just thinking at the same time as someone else about the same thing. That is just pure coincidence. Like, you think about your own things, you think about your own mindset, you think about everything about you. Like, everything you think about is based around your personality and who you are. So if you think you're the same as someone else, like you have the same mindset and this, that, and the other, you are lying to yourself. And if you make them believe you have the same mindset and stuff like that, and also you think that you have the mindset and that same mindset and that, and like everything else, you think and make them believe that they and you and them literally think the same and have the same mindset, you are lying to yourself. You are literally lying to yourself. You are saying you're exactly the same as this other person who is nothing like you. You are lying to yourself and them. And you are just trying to fit in. And I'm not saying that's like a bad thing or anything. I'm not saying it's a bad thing to try and fit in with everyone else. But it kind of is. Because if you're trying to fit in with everyone else, then you're not doing what you want to do. You're doing what you think everyone else wants you to do. You're thinking what everyone else wants to do. You're thinking what everyone else likes doing. You are thinking about everyone else rather than yourself. You are lying to yourself and everyone else. You are kind of hurting yourself at the same time as everyone else a little bit. Well, you might not be hurting them, but you're hurting yourself the most because you're wasting your life thinking that you're cool or something like that, or like they only like you because of this certain thing that you are. Like, you're trying to make yourself likable to them. What I would say about that is you're trying too hard to be liked by someone else. Like, with me, I am who I am. I choose now. I choose who I want to be. I choose who I am. I accept who I am. I make my own decisions. I don't care what anyone else thinks about, like, anything about me. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't care about what anyone else thinks, or anything like that. But I'm kind of saying that. I'm not saying it as like, oh yeah, if someone, like, is saying something that you're doing is really bad, but you think it's really good, then do it. No, like, I'm not saying, like, if everyone thinks you're doing something bad, and you think you're doing good, keep on doing it. No, I'm not saying anything like that. I'm not saying be like Hitler or something like that and kill a bunch of people and thinking it's good, and then everyone else says it's wrong, so you kill them for it. No, you shouldn't continue what you're doing if everyone else thinks it's a bad thing. And I don't mean like just your group of friends thinking it's a bad thing. I just mean like in general, if everyone in the world disagreed with one thing that you would do, actually don't listen to anything about that. No, just like what I mean is like do what you want to do, but make sure it's not like something really bad. Like I get like people will hate on you for liking things or being different. And how do I know that? Because of the fact that furries get hated on half the time. They get called weirdos and people bark at them and stuff, and they say that furries think they're animals or whatever. Even though these haters are clearly barking at them, and they're doing everything to base their personality around hating these furries, basically. I mean, I actually do have a, like, little story type thing, whatever it is to say, which is, once I was walking around this fair in my town that I had came around, with my friends, and I thought it'd be a good idea to wear my fursuit hat because I hadn't worn it in a while. I was like, okay, I'll wear it around here because of the fact that I want to and I can. I was fine with it in that. I wore it when I wanted to because I was kind of nervous at the start. I was like, well, I kind of don't want to really wear it because of the fact that I'm kind of nervous of everyone else. Like, I get that people think differently. I was thinking, I don't care what people think. I thought to myself that it would be a bit of a bad idea to wear it at this current moment because of the fact that I was out in public and everyone could possibly see me put it on and stuff and it's something who I am or whatever. So, like, I decided at some point during the night to put it on. And I was like, it was kind of on and off type thing until I thought I'd just keep it on for that. Basically, after a while of having it on, it was limited visibility and stuff. I did have it on, and of course I had people wanting to take photos and stuff of me. People did take photos of me, they did actual photos with me, but most of them just took photos anyway. Sure, I get that's cool. Sure, I get people, my friends who are saying that they're just gonna send it to their friends and stuff and laugh about it and hate on me or whatever. But I don't really care because that's just between them. I don't care if a whole town hates on me for something that I like doing, or if a whole town or something like that does anything like that, because that's just a whole town. And like, I don't get what it is with people hating on people with like who are furries and stuff. Like they say mean things. Like they would say that they have like no parents or like they're fatherless or they're adopted or something like that. Or that their parents must not care about them or something like that. Well, that's clearly wrong. Because my parents clearly care about me. Like, seriously. Like, when I discussed out furry stuff with my parents and stuff, they would chill with it. They were like, yeah, do what you want. This, that, and the other. Which just shows that your parents should chill with you half the time. Like, sure, you may have strict parents and stuff, well, that's not really my problem type thing. I can't really do much with your strict parents and stuff. But if you've got like parents like mine who are just chill with what you do, then do you. You do you. That's what I meant. Not do you. You can't do yourself, apparently. Anyway, but you do you. If your parents are chill like that, you do you. And if people are hating on you around you, don't listen to them. They're just morons. They are people who want to hate because they can. But they'll hate on someone one day and they will regret it. And I do mean that. They'll probably hate on someone like one day, and then one day that person that they've been hating on will snap. And eventually just beat the shit out of them. And that could be true, that could be false, I don't know. But anyway, back to my story. I was just chilling, doing my own thing. I get my friends were advising me not to borrow and stuff because I would get like people looking at me and stuff and that. I get it. But I was fine with it, this, that, and the other. And like, basically, I was walking past this ride called the Ashtray or something, that's what my friends call it, and now whatever. Basically, it's this big ride where it's literally just a literal circle that people sit on. No belts, no anything, and it just spins around. And people will literally like fall over on this thing and everything. Basically, we were walking past that, like my friends had been on it earlier, and I didn't want to go on it, because I was like, I'm not going on that thing, I just wanted to hold the bags and stuff, whatever. And we walked past it, and then there was this literal dude, like, he was around my age or something like that, maybe younger, maybe a bit older, I'm not sure. He looked around like 15, 14 maybe, and he was about my height, and he casually, like, I had limited visibility and stuff. I did see him though, I somehow did see him, but he full on like shoved me. He didn't like, he shoulder barged me, but it wasn't like a casual or like shoulder barge, like, oh, it was by accident. No, he did it so hard, I felt like half of his body on top of mine, and he almost knocked me on my ass. I almost fell onto the literal area where the ride was. I was like, oh my god. And it wasn't like a thing where I didn't see the dude, because I didn't really see the dude at the start, because I wasn't expecting anyone, because of the fact that it was all... Okay. That it was all like, whatever you call it. It was all like a big crowded area, there we go. And I couldn't really see anyone particular, I wasn't looking for anyone particular. And then he showed me and I saw his face like spot on, bro. Like, I saw him spot on. He didn't say anything, he just walked off as I was knocked on the floor. I was like, bro. Wait, what was I talking about? What was I talking about? I think I was talking about skate, I think. Anyway, whatever I was talking about, yeah, I'm just gonna end the video here because I have no idea what I was talking about in the first place. Anyway, see you.